I know my countdown has been starting, had me starting much sooner. All right. Well, I don't even know if I'm. Is it there? It's there. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Wake up with me. It's your man, Tresvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. I always got some funny stuff going on in the background, man. I'm over here. I'm waiting on my it does a countdown to when I'm going live. And recently it changed. It be doing these updates and changes by itself. Recently it changed the timing on the countdown. It was just like 10 seconds and now it's like 30. And I'm like, am I live? And a lot of times I'm checking myself out, making sure I look decent on camera and everything. And it'll show me like it's live now. I'm like, oh, if you've been following, you see like I'm like starting like, oh, here we are. It's funny. Nonetheless, nothing can stop you when you're on your purpose. Check this out, right? My slogans, my brand, my title is AIM, always improving the mind. What do we what do we mean by always improving the mind, right? What does it mean to always improve the mind? Link is in the description, link is in the chat. If you'd like to join me live, I'm here, right? Just hit that link at the bottom and join me live, join the discussion. How does it look like for you to improve your mind? What does it mean to improve your mind? Can you even improve your mind? The answer to all of this is yes. Of course, you can, you should, and you can do this intentionally. What are some ways that you have improved your mind intentionally on purpose, right? What have you done to boost your mindset, to develop yourself? What have you done to toggle a switch, right? What have you done to do better? What have you improved internally? I want to know. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments, right? And shout out, it's Black History Month. Shout out Big Black, right? Pause. Shout out to all of my people, man. Ain't nothing but love. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, right? And this month we're doing a specific thing. Well, I am doing a specific thing. And this thing is the one thing that can be the most, man, this is the most intentional, most definite, most assured way to improve your mind. What is it? What is it? What is it, good people? How do you improve your mind? You go through experiences, you go through life, you go through all these different things, right? Conversations and people and trying and trial and error. Yes, you improve your mind through trial and error, but what was the trial? What was it? I'm gonna tell you. Matter of fact, drum roll, please. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. So many people constrain themselves. You are a victim to your own limits. You put your limits on you. You tell yourself what you can't do. You've done this to yourself. You put yourself in the box. You putting God in the box. You asking for a blessing, right? You asking for a blessing. but only want it in this fashion, this form. God, give me a raise. Oh, I'm getting fired. Why am I getting fired? God must not be real. No, it's not God. God giving you what you ask for, but you're just not seeing the opportunity in things. You got fired from that job so that you can get a better one, so that you can take that pain and turn it into your passion, your purpose, and grow something, right? For you to start selling something for yourself. Challenge yourself, man. You are a victim to your own limitations. You set your limitations, right? You cowardice in your fear. You do this. Oh, I don't I don't really like relationships. It's because you've had a bad experience with it. Experience more. Challenge yourself. Everything has its opposite. So whatever you see as bad, there's just as good in the same area. Challenge yourself. That's just my attitude. That's just the way I am. No, that's the way you choose to be. Challenge yourself. You could do so much better. You could do so much more, but that's going to take some work. That's going to take some work. That's on you. If you're not willing to put in the work for yourself, then no. If you're not willing to put in the work for yourself, no. Nothing else can. Nothing else can. I could tell you all day how to do push-ups, how to lose weight, how to get abs, right? I could tell you all day how, but I can't do the push-up for you. I could tell you all day you need to start journaling, writing, right? I could tell you all day to read, read a book, right? I could tell you all day to detox from social media, to start conversations, but I can't speak for you. One of the things that made me start speaking is somebody said, only you can tell your story with your voice. Remember, I used to be a mumble speaker. I was a quiet child. I put myself in the box though. I always had stuff to say. I just wanted to be mindful of those around me and let everybody else get theirs. There was never time for me to speak. Hmm? And then when I started speaking, what'd you say? Speak up. Got tired of that. Challenged myself. Now, depending on the tone, I could talk in this type of pitch, or I could talk from here with the diaphragm, and you're gonna convey this authority, or we could just keep it light and cool. And regardless of what or how I speak, you're gonna hear me. I'm not a mumble speaker. Why is that? Because I challenge myself. Can't nobody say what needs to be said for me. I had got comfortable with other people defending me. I had got comfortable with other people voicing their opinion about my opinion. Can't nobody say what I'm thinking but me, even if we in agreement. Your story has to be told with your voice. It's time to speak. Come on, man. But in order for me to get there, I had to do what? Challenge myself. I didn't know that one of the most common fears of all time, of all people, is public speaking. I didn't know this. But what I did know is that I'm a big speaker and I got something to say. So I'm going to say it. I need to be able to say this to a group of people. I don't need to talk to everybody one on one to convey this message. Some people will, some people won't get it. Guess what? Speak. Challenged myself. Make sure that they hear me. I went from being the mumble speaker, quiet, bashful, doesn't never interact in the conversation, doesn't start a conversation, too nervous to approach girls, all of that. I was that person until I challenged myself. This is why you're not confident. This is why you don't do, or this is the reason why you're not getting any of the results that you want. This is why, because you have yet to challenge yourself, or you've stepped up to the challenge and didn't get the result the first time and you stopped. You just said, "You know what? That's it. That's it for me." You stopped. Anytime you stop, you die. You're not growing. I love to live. I love life. And I love experience. I love achievement. I love growth. Put me in the arena. I know I got a fighting chance, right? I love to learn about me. It's emotions that I'm just starting to process. It's emotions that I'm just acknowledging. It's triggers that I'm just discovering about me. And I get excited. Most people see that and they like, "Oh, I'm weak," or "I don't like that about me," and all that. I get excited, right? I get excited. I can't wait to work on me. I'm my opposition. I'm my biggest challenger. It's me versus me, and I win every time. Right? So anything about me in my life I want better, I challenge myself. I challenge myself, man. And I get excited by it. This is the most assured way to improve anything in your life, but especially your mindset. This is how you prove to yourself. This is the reason why you don't have confidence, is because you haven't done enough to prove to yourself your worthiness, your trust, right? You don't trust in yourself because the action gets result. The action, the consistency is what builds trust. If you're not willing to do or challenge yourself, if you're not stepping up to the challenge for yourself, right? Consistently, this is what you're showing yourself. You're disproving yourself to you. So you don't believe in you. You don't value you in whatever area it is. In whatever area it is, right? I told y'all yesterday how I went from "I'm alright" to "No, you can't tell me. You should be lucky to see something so beautiful." Right? I'm drop dead gorgeous. You can't tell me otherwise. But guess what? I had to challenge myself. I had to boost my mentality. If it's something about me that I don't like, that I want to be better, then I can put in the work to improve it. When we go back to the body, this is no body shaming, but everybody is unique. Everybody is to be taken care of. If you're not any type of physically active, if you don't have any physical activity, then you don't know what your body is capable of. It's love. You love yourself when you doing squats, when you doing a push-up. It's love. It's love to see your body strengthening and developing. This is your vehicle that's going to take you through this big old game called life. This is what God is giving you. This is one of the biggest blessings that you have. We still don't know all of the secrets of the human body. But what we do know is what you put in is what you get out. Put in some work, put down the fork, right? Learn more about yourself and take care of yourself. Ain't no victim shaming, ain't no none of that. Ain't no body shaming or none of that. Get up and do something. Do something out of love because you love yourself. Challenge yourself. I'm doing a push up and squat challenge this month, right? I'm doing a push up and squat challenge this month. By the end of the month, I'd have done 3,000 squats and 1,000 push ups. Sounds crazy to some, but it's like, yo, I know people that do that in a day. That's their workout. So seeing that, I'm like, sure, it's not impossible. And yes, I'm physically active. Yes, I got a physical job, a physical labor, physical demanding job. Yes, I'm always outside. I'm working. I'm busy. Yes. Yes, I'm here every morning. Yes. Right? Ain't no excuse. I'm still gonna go to the gym too. Ain't no excuse because I love my body. And I want to see what my body would look like with, you know, consistent love. I want to see what my body would look like with consistent love. Do you know discipline is like one of the ultimate forms of self care? It is the ultimate form of self care. To be able to tell yourself no so that you're not a slave to urges, eating, sex, spending. You're not a slave to urges. To be able to tell yourself no, you know how mentally strong you got to be? You know what type of mindset you got to develop for that? I do. And I'm continuously working. I'm always improving. Nobody's perfect, right? But I'm challenging myself. I advise you to do the same. Whatever you want to be better at, understand everything. Everything is a mindset, it's a perspective. You could already be better in the area that you seek improvement. But you, with your mindset, with your limiting beliefs, with your perspective, the way that you're looking at things, you can't see your better. Please acknowledge your growth. Acknowledge yourself. I had an issue with that too because I challenge myself so much, because I am so tough on myself. I go hard about me, then I wouldn't allow myself to see the progress. I'm so focused on the result. I'm so focused on the destination that I ain't enjoy the drive. I ain't pay attention to all of the things that I passed by and went through to get to it. That made me stop along the journey. That made me turn around. When you challenge yourself, acknowledge yourself. Self-awareness, man. We're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to talk about that. Self-awareness is everything. What I told y'all in the beginning, I'm still learning me. I'm still discovering me. I'm realizing certain people do certain things that have certain restraints upon me. I react a certain way to certain people. When I can acknowledge that, and if it's something I don't want, or it could be something I love, whatever, whichever. If it's healthy, then yeah, cool. I might lean into it a little bit more. If it's not, if it's toxic, then I know what to cut off. I know what to cut out. To I know what to confront. I know too many people who cut off people just because, oh, it's just a feeling, or it's just the energy, or it's just a bad vibe. But you don't know what actually is happening, right? Vulnerability is a bad vibe too. So if it's somebody who is making you feel vulnerable, then you want to cut them off. This is actually somebody who is putting you in a good place, right? This is actually somebody who is challenging you for you to be better, not in a negative sense, but you cutting them off just because of the way they made you feel. And it all goes under the same category. It's all under the same blanket. If you don't know, if you're not aware. So there's somebody that you combating that you should be, you know, in companionship with. Challenge yourself, man. I challenge each and every one of you to pay attention to yourselves. That's the main thing that I'm doing this month. I said, listen to yourself, bro. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Your body is speaking volumes. Your body said, get more sleep. Fuck it, I'm a man. I'm a tough guy. I could do it. I could keep on pressing. Yeah, you can. That's cool. All right, but your body is speaking. Your body says it needs more rest, right? Your body needs more rest because of all of what you've already endured. Pay attention to your body. You only get one, and you want to be able to go through life, right? And enjoy life and get the maximum benefit of life with all of your limbs. Everything is working right now. Without rest, you're more liable to lose. Pay attention to your body, bro. Get more sleep. Oh, you got to use the bathroom? Go use the bathroom. Don't hold it. Don't keep on waiting. Don't push it back and back and back. You messing up your own self, right? You feeling any tightness, any stiffness in your joints, any aches and pains in your body? That's your body screaming, I need movement. I need strengthening. I need you to use me. Your back hurt. When the last time you did anything for your back? Are you always sitting down, especially if you got a desk job? Are you always sitting down? Are you always hunched over? Your back hurt is because it's been in the same position that's not natural to it. Your back is meant to uphold you, keep you upright. Your posture, you slumped over all the time. It started with that. Now that's become your norm. That's your default posture. No, fix your posture. It's going to be uncomfortable. Challenge is meant to be uncomfortable. That's why we say that nothing grows in the comfort zone. And by challenging yourself, you are putting yourself in an uncomfortable position intentionally. This is healthy for you. If you want a different result, you need to try something different. Otherwise, continue doing what you're doing, continue getting more of what you already got. And we all have areas that we can improve on. I'm a mindset coach and I'm continuously improving my mindset. I'm realizing some conversations are not for me. I'm talking about communication. Initially, I thought I should be able to have any and every conversation with any and everyone. No, boundaries. Boundaries are so important. I can't talk about sex with you, shawty. That's gonna make you think about sex with me. That might even make me think about sex with you. And since we're having this conversation, obviously it's comfortable. And with that comfort, things can progress. How about we not? I don't need to talk to you about sex. That's ego. You can get that education elsewhere, right? I don't need to keep talking to someone who has had bad experiences with women who just wanna bash women. I don't need to keep talking to, you know, I wanna help my guys, but there's a lot of hurt men who are still in a boyish place who just wanna talk about, women are bad. If you're men are evil, women are evil, if you're one of those, then it ain't too much conversation that we need to have. I could lead by example, because at some point, that shit you start to absorb it, and, it starts to rub off and affect other areas of your life. I don't need that. So a lot of conversations, I don't willingly put I don't jump in, but I had to learn all of this. Through what? Challenging myself. I've had enough conversations to know which conversations I need to put boundaries on, to know where boundaries need to be put. A lot of stuff I don't entertain anymore. Challenging myself. You learn yourself through challenge. And it's better to challenge yourself. If you want to improve yourself intentionally, then you are going to challenge yourself. In my rebellious teen phase, I went to anger management 4 times. I got in handcuffs, I got fingerprinted, mugshot. The only thing I would ever get arrested for was fighting. And I was like, what am I fighting for? What am I so angry for? What am I so angry for? I got mad about me being mad. Come on, man. Somebody can't connect to that. You lying. I got mad about being mad. I don't want to be mad no more. I don't want to carry this anger. I don't want to keep pushing people away because it's a possibility that I might snap. I would be having a wonderful time out riding with the guys. We done played basketball, might seen some girls, you know what I'm saying? Wonderful time. Got a little money in the pocket. It's all in my youth. And then I'll just get blank face. And they like, "Oh, he in that mode again." It was called, "I Don't Give a Fuck" mode. I made a song about it and everything, cause I knew it, and I was like, "I don't have control over it, I just get mad," and it was like a brag, right? It was like a brag until I was like, "I don't like this. I don't like it," being self-aware. I don't like that I randomly get mad. If I'm having a wonderful time, I wanna enjoy the moment. I'm messing up the moment by randomly getting mad, and I don't even know what I'm mad for. This has now become my identity. My people like, "Oh, he just mad again." Like, this is something that you gotta deal with if you want to entertain me, if you wanna be around me. No. Challenge yourself. I was like, "Yo, I don't like that about me. Why am I actually getting mad? What am I actually mad at?" Especially if nothing happened, right? And that's why I started to learn more about myself in that area is where, a lot of people carry childhood traumas and don't even realize it. I know it's become trendy to talk about it. I know it's become like second nature. Everybody says things. Let's see, they talk about childhood trauma, right? They talk about toxic masculinity, right? They talk about financial freedom, right? And all of these terms that just comes, everybody wants to say and look good when they say shit like that, but they don't actually do the work. Hmm. Somebody say financial freedom. I'm like, all right, let's talk about credit. Credit, we don't do that. We just making money. Oh, you don't know about financial freedom then. You're not financially free. Oh, okay. Huh. Talk about childhood traumas. Well, what happened? Do you know your childhood trauma? Can you easily describe it? Hmm? Have you resolved your conflict with your parents or parent? Do you truly understand what you're feeling and why? Therapy, people. Therapy. I've been in therapy several times, right? Not saying that you have to, but before I ever did any therapy, this is in my youth, I processed this. What am I actually upset about? Right? Even in the anger management classes, I go to anger management and it was like a brag. Who could be the most angry in this anger management setting? you know? And I realized that I attached a lot of stuff to my identity that did not align with me that I thought I needed to be. I thought I needed to be the tough guy. I was a bully. I thought that was being the tough guy. When in actuality, that's why I click with Kevin Gates because he said, you know, I had a fear of being vulnerable, which translates into aggression. And I know too many guys. I'm one of them. I know too many guys who are at that point. I'm not there anymore. I understand myself. I accept myself. And I don't have a fear of being vulnerable anymore. I don't care because I challenge myself. I challenge myself to be vulnerable. I put myself in positions to be vulnerable. I give you something. I'll give you something for you to hold me accountable. I'll give you something to build trust upon. A lot of us say that there's no trust in the world. That's not true. But because our trust has been misused, we're not willing to allow others in to build the trust. Me, if you ain't gonna kill me behind it, cool. And even then, I'm still more willing. I'm still more willing. Bro, I put my it's crazy, but it's purpose. I put my life out there because I believe and I trust in myself that you'll be able to understand. Like I said, I've talked people down from suicide, right? I've been around the guns, mentally unstable people with a firearm. That's danger. They say guns don't kill people, people kill people. I know that's like the Republican slogan, and I'm not vouching for any of it, but that is true. A gun on the table didn't shoot itself. Somebody had to pull the trigger or drop it or something. Not vouching for guns either. I don't like guns. I don't like the power that guns give people, this pseudo power, right? You're not actually powerful just because you're holding something powerful in your hand. The power comes from within, discipline and discernment, emotional stability, mental stability, a heightened, inclined, improved mentality, your mindset. But I've been in those situations and I put myself in those situations to be the one who voiced something or like, you ready to click out? And I'm like, hold on, bro. And the slightest touch or anything, like when somebody's ready to go and they in that mode, it's pressure. It's the real pressure, right? And I've been there. I've been the one on both ends where I'm like, yo, just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done broke up fights and took the hits while I'm breaking up the fight. Other people don't want to get hit. Let the fight happen. You know what I'm saying? I've been one who saved lives before. These hands have saved lives. I've done one. I've been one who's done CPR and actually resuscitated somebody. I've been one who I've done, bruh. I'm willing. But I had to challenge myself and understand a lot, right? It ain't about the surface level. It ain't about the image. I'm angry because I don't want you to see I'm hurting. I don't want you to see that I'm wearing that. Like I wear my emotions on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? My facial expression to tell it all. I don't want you to see that I'm hurting. So instead of crying, no, I'm a punch a wall. You feel me? And I was like, yo, I punched the wall, bro. I punched a brick wall one time. I got mad. My pinky knuckle is still right here, bro. My pinky knuckle is it's supposed to be. My pinky knuckle is back here. For what? I learned all of that in my youth. Was I'm hurting myself. I'm holding myself back. That self awareness. I was homeless at one moment, right? I was homeless at one moment, and it was a night I remember I was trying to look for something to get into. Couldn't. Nobody would answer me. Nobody would respond to me. I rode around, and in that riding around, my CD player messed up. So now I'm in silence. It's a little chilly. And I kind of was forced to just let my thoughts roam. I was crying that whole car ride. I was living outside of my car, finishing night school and all of that stuff. Get back to the hotel room. I couldn't do nothing but write. It was dark. I'm writing in the dark. And I couldn't do nothing but be brutally honest with myself. All of these moments in my adolescence is what taught me and showed me that you don't have to be what is for some reason presented to you that you should be. For some reason, they preach independence, isolation, right? Separation. It's just you. Nobody cares about you. That is a falsehood. I believe everybody cares. It's just everybody can't do something about your situation. I believe that. I believe everybody cares. It's just they got their own stuff that they gotta handle. And if they can help you without taking too much from them, which is usually time or money, if they can help you, then they will. I believe that. Because our innate nature is generosity, is kindness, is interaction. We are built, we are social creatures. We are meant to be interacting with one another. But everything that's pushed on us, all of these ideologies, is causing the conflict. All this man versus woman, we supposed to be together. What do you mean? Battle of the sexes. What do you mean? Right? I'm taking this in another direction, but the point is you have the power to improve yourself. You have the power to change. You have the power to create. And these are God-like powers that you have. I advise you to go ahead and tap into those. Don't be afraid, bro. Even if you are, still go. Still go. Still move. I said I was forced to have to sit with myself and actually think about what's going on. Like I'm in high school, I'm homeless, and nobody is responding to me. I done put on this tough guy act all of this time. I've been a bully. I've hurt people, right? I've separated myself from people. I got a certain image that I'm wearing, and it takes so much energy to uphold this image. I don't want to do this no more. Got to that level and it was like, well, what do I want to do? Who am I? I had to discover me. And that's when you saw more of the smile. More of the laugh. I love to laugh. I don't mind smiling. The toughest people are the ones who can still smile after the fight. The toughest people are the ones who have actually experienced and gone through enough stuff and still choose to be happy, still choose to love, still choose to continue. That's strength. So, how do you improve your mind? How do you improve yourself? You have to be self aware, right? You're the common denominator in all of the issues in your life. You're the common denominator. It's always including you. So that's accountability, right? You could take accountability in that. If that's the case, then let me put myself in predicaments that I actually want to be in. I don't like being angry all the time. I don't want to be mad. I choose to be happy. What does happy look like on me? Okay, well, let me work on that. I want to be in a relationship. What do I need to be in a relationship? I need to love me. And if anybody gonna love me, they have to love me for me. In order for me to be me, I have to love me. I have to love myself. Right? I have to accept myself. I have to want better for me. And once I got in that realm, things started to actually align with who I was, not who I was pretending to be. The word is called authenticity. So if there's anything in your life that you wish was better, anything that you want to improve on intentionally, then you must challenge yourself. So many people don't go to the gym because of the image. I was one, but my reasoning for going to the gym was larger than what somebody might think of me. I don't know if I shared this story with y'all, but I was overweight. I was over 300 something pounds, right? Got in that puppy love. I'm just cuddling up and eating, cuddling up and eating. Didn't even see sunlight for a few for a few days, few weeks or whatever. And it wasn't until my mother gave me a picture of me. And I was like, who is that? Cheeks all fat, smiled, and I know my eyes squint when I smile, but my cheeks was covering my eyes. I was like, who is that? That's me? The guy who used to play basketball for 6, 7, 8 hours straight with nothing but some water, nonstop, like daily. I used to do this all the time. Like it won't nothing. Full court, half court, whatever. We used to play basketball all the time. We want to ride the bike. You want to go swimming. I'm a physically active person, and I have not been physically active. I saw that picture. I was like, whoa, that was one trigger. Then I went to Six Flags, right? Me and my woman, this is one of the first amusement parks that we went to together. I learned that she doesn't ride rides, I do. So I was like, at the end of this day, before we leave, I got to get on the biggest ride that they have, the Superman. Long line, busy day, hot as I don't know what, ready to go through this whole line to get up there. And they had the jump, the seat, the lock comes down and it locks into position. I had one attendant on one side trying to lock it. It wouldn't work. Another attendant. So I got two people on each side trying to push this seat cushion down for it to click in place. It would not click. They told me I was too big for the ride. In front of all of these people, I'm talking about a long line. It's a long line, a line that goes, look like a dominoes of people. Told me I'm too big for the ride. I had to have that walk of shame all the way back down. you know, that was my biggest motivation. Me seeing how big I was in that picture sparked that I need to get more physically active. And then that experience with the roller coaster, I'm too big for the roller coaster, sparked some action. I don't care what somebody else might think of me or how I look in the gym. And fuck anybody who tries to shame somebody who goes to a gym. That's what you go to the gym for, is to get your body right. So if you already cut and you laughing at or talking about or thinking a negative way about somebody who is at the gym, but you don't get nothing but my applause if you at the gym. You the one I'm paying attention to. I'm watching you because I want to see your development. I want to see how committed you are. I want to see you get happy about your development, about your journey. When you see any result from what you actively do on purpose for you, it becomes an addiction. Why I started reading more is because I got value from reading. I had to challenge myself to read. I said, I haven't read a whole book by myself that wasn't mandatory in school. Not that I'm not capable, I know how to read. But I just have a love-hate relationship with reading. Well, huh? Challenge myself. Let me pick a book and I'm gonna start from front to back, cover to cover. Start it small. This is another thing that you could do when challenging yourself. Start small. I know the end goal. I know the result that you want, right? I want to do 1,000 push-ups, but if I haven't been doing any push-ups and try to do 1,000, I'm going to fail. So when it comes to challenging yourself, set some realistic goals towards the big goal. Have the big goal and break it down. Consistent action will get you to the destination. Break it up. You don't got to you don't got to drive cross country in a day. You got a few pit stops. You feel me? This will build your consistency. This will build your belief. This will build your confidence and your trust in yourself. This will let you know once you get a result from whatever it is. And I cater to the physical because it's the most tangible. You can do something today. You can choose not to drink soda and only drink water for today. If you do that for that whole day, you only drink water, you're going to feel that accomplishment. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel better. You're going to use the bathroom, right? You're going to say, hey, I did something for me. It's the most tangible. That's why I keep on going back to the physical. It's going to be like, well, I did something for me and I loved it. Now, what else can I do? Start small, bud. Start small. And with that acknowledgement, with that sense of achievement, you're going to carry that into everything else. It does. I asked God to give me the words for what I was going to say this morning cuz I was out of it. I woke up super early, right? I woke up at like 4. I ain't go to sleep until like midnight. And one of the things that I'm intentional about is making sure that I have more rest. Well, making sure that I pay attention to my body. And when I got up, I got up. And I was like, well, I don't feel like getting up just yet, but I'm up. Why? Let me pay attention to my body and just go ahead and get up. Right? I winded up doing my challenge. I did my squats. I did my push ups. And I processed a lot of stuff I didn't even realize I was dealing with. It was a reason why my body said, get up. I narrowed down my task for the day, paid my bills for the month. That truth be told, I'm so focused on making money that I wasn't focused on paying bills. I won't focus on why I'm making the money. I was just like, let me keep working and make sure the money is there. I wasn't thinking about it. So it was great. All of this stuff happened this morning. My challenge to myself is to be more self-aware, listen to my body. If I'm not tired, then I don't need to rest. If I am tired, then I do need to rest, right? Different signs of dehydration. I know I need water. I know I need to drink more water. I know I need to drink more water and other things that I'm working on with me. Just being more self aware, listening to my body. So I got up. It was a challenge because I'm up at 4 a.m. What I'm about to do? I ain't know I was going to do all of what I've done. I ain't know I was going to be here. And I prayed, I asked God to give me the words for what I'm going to say today because it's simple, right? If you want to improve your mind, challenge yourself. That's one line. Live done. What I'm going to say? I don't know. But look at me. It's an hour. It's an hour. I'm thankful for everybody who's here. And I was very passionate about this. I didn't even know if I had the energy, man. But I'm very passionate about this. And obviously, I got the experiences to share. So if you have been dealing with anything in your mental that you want to improve upon, you can and you shall. Just challenge yourself. Challenge yourself not to react the same way. Challenge yourself to find different wording if you have to have this conversation, right? Challenge yourself to see the good, right? I'm peaceful amongst the chaos. How do I have inner peace in a chaotic environment? Because I see it. I see the good. I see the goal. I see what I'm doing. I see my efforts. I see others' efforts. I see the surface action, reaction, and I see the meaning behind what caused you to act this way? What caused you to yell? What caused you to cuss? What caused you to approach somebody like that? So I'm at peace because I know it's cause and effect. It's not just, you just wilding, things of that nature. Discipline is the ultimate self care. Be willing to tell yourself no and give yourself what you need. And once you do for you, anything external is just additional. It's just additional. I love myself. I tell people, man, when people come to talk to me, I'd be like, be careful. They be like, what you mean? I say, you talking to me. Be careful because you're gonna love me. Right? Men and women, be careful. You're gonna love me. And the reason why I'm giving you a forewarning is because you don't have a choice. You have no choice but to love me if you're in my presence. And that has not been disproven thus far. You have no choice but to love me. You know why? Because I love me. I love myself too much for you not to love me. You have no choice. It's not optional. It's not. So But in order to get to that point, I had to challenge myself, and through all of the challenges, I built my love for myself. I've lost love for myself. I've shamed and guilted myself, right? Can't believe I would even do that. Why would I make that person feel that way? Why would I say such a thing? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I sabotage myself? Like I've been through it, guys. And I know you all have and are going through it too. And it's cool because when you challenge yourself, you will get the result that you are yearning for if you work towards it. You can go to the gym, right? You can do something for yourself. You can develop your body at home. You don't even need to go to the gym. You can do this at home. You can do this outside, right? You can be more at ease or less abrasive, right? You can navigate a conversation. You can get rid of all of this anger. You can find peace in yourself and accept yourself and love yourself. You can change your environment, your circumstances, you know, your results. You can create the life that you want. You can, and you will through challenge. Challenge yourself. Start small. Get a sense of achievement and carry that sense over into everything else. And even if you don't get this result right away, know that you can. Look at me needing water. Know that you can and continue. That is all. That's it for today. Much love to everybody. I encourage you to challenge yourself. If you follow me on the social medias, then you will see that I am challenging myself and anybody who wants to join me on the challenge. It's a 30-day push up and squat challenge. I post every day. I'm posting, you know, how many squats, how many push ups to do. And you get rest days and stuff too. I'm posting it on my story. So follow me on all of the social medias. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will be seeing you guys. Much love.